Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Poke Channel. I'm just going to do a quick video here about picking and ways to increase your technique. Now, I'm using a nylon string, and this guitar is tuned to kind of a flamenco tuning that I got off a Carlos Montoya record, the great flamenco player, where you change the G string to an F sharp and the low E to a D. It's a really great tuning. It gives you some great chords and sound. But let me talk a little bit about right-hand picking. I don't hear too many people, just to let you folks know too, I came from a musical family. Unfortunately, my mom recently passed away, but she had been suffering for a couple of years and just laying in bed in a wheelchair for 2 years. It was really rough to visit her, but I tried to visit her with positive energy and light and tried to cheer her up and the other people that were in this assisted living home. But she finally passed. It's a good thing because she's somewhere better now. She's happier. But my mom was a great classical piano teacher and very innovative. She used to go to colleges. They used to call her Dr. Zook. She was really one of the best music teachers in the world. I'm very proud of my mom. So I came from a musical family. I've always been inspired to try to be the best teacher I can. And I think I got inspired by my mom as well as maybe some of the DNA. And I've worked really hard to put a lot of thought into this. Here's the thing about building single note technique. I don't hear too many people talking about it, which kind of surprises me. You want to place accents, okay? So boom, hear that? Okay. You can do 12 notes. So bam, accent in the first. And by placing those accents, you kind of teach your brain to kind of, categorize and get used to like groups of notes. And that's how you get the extreme single note technique and that kind of fluttering. You listen to people like Al Di Meola, John McLaughlin, Paco de Lucia, great people that have, Borelli Legrand that have some monster technique. That's one of the ways they developed it, okay? I kind of call it, kind of goes into the phrase memory category. Another good exercise is like triplets and eighth notes. Hear that accent? Bam. And repetition really is the mother of mastery. And if you want to get some great, and this is probably going to piss some people off, but if you want to have some great single note technique, you can't drink all the time. If every night you're having a few beers, I can see it. I can watch a guitar video and tell in 10 seconds if somebody's drinking too much. But I mean, I have no problem with alcohol in a responsible manner. I hardly ever touch it personally. Of course, when I was younger, I did. But I mean, I might have a glass of wine every couple of months or something. But it really slows you down. So if every weekend you're drinking a lot of beer, your guitar playing is gonna suck. If every night you have a couple glasses of wine, your technique's not going to be there. So you really have to be responsible. You have to do things in moderation, But anyway, so hear that accent. Bam. Also, if you want to be a great musician, you should meditate every day. I'm a big believer in that. Meditate, do light workouts with weights, exercise, walk. It's really important that you get, you take great artists like Michael Hedges. Unfortunately, he's passed, but his key energy was very developed. Meditation really helps. People like John McLaughlin are into meditation. A lot of people are. I don't want to sell everybody on it, but it's true. But if you really want to be a great musician, don't drink too much. Meditate. Get into meditation every day. Get into exercise. Be healthy, not just in your body, but also in your spirit, and be healthy in your mind. Don't focus on negative thoughts. But it's really to try to give your subconscious mind some leverage here. It really feels great to develop your technique, and the way to do it, like I said, is get those accents going. So hear that accent, bam, bam. Now when you play, you may not accent that hard, but what's going to happen is your brain and your what you're doing is you're integrating your technique with your nervous system, just like your nervous system automatically does things. And eventually you won't place the accents that hard, but you're going to kind of have a reference point for your technique, and you're going to be able to do groups of notes at extreme speed. Also practicing with the metronome, like, slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 1, 2, and then going into eighth notes, and then 16th. But the main thing is, and again, I'm not trying to make anybody mad, but I've never been one to hold back. So I just want to say, if you really want to be the best musician possible, meditate every day. This has nothing to do with religion, has nothing to do with a cult, has nothing to do with any organized religion or anything. It's a very positive thing. It increases galvanic skin response. It increases left-right brain synchronization. It increases IQ. It's a very powerful, and it increases your consciousness. That's why great players like Michael Hedges were so great. They were into yoga and meditation. John McLaughlin's into meditation and exercise and focus on positive thoughts. So anyway, but yeah, you're developing your technique. You can do 12 accent the first one. And it's this repetitious practice that will really bring, huge results. And like I said, triplets and eighth notes. This is a great tuning, by the way. You might want to mess with it. And I got these flamenco guitars for sale too. I think they're $249, and I get really good ones. So. Don't email me and go, I can get it for $25 less on Amazon. I don't care. If you want to get something that's been passed over from distributor to distributor, God knows where, could be a lemon, could be a piece of junk. I get my stuff directly from the Music Link, and I get great guitars. And if it's ever an issue, I just send it back and get a better one or a different one. But I get some of the best ones. So, this is a great guitar. So anyway, I hope so when you practice your single note scales, place those accents. Bam. 12. Vary it. 12, 6. 12, 6. Vary it, but place those accents. And again, if you want to be this is $1 million tip, and it's really true. You want to be the best guitar player, and more importantly than that, if you want to be a really great composer, get into meditation. Get into being healthy. Don't drink too much. You should be able to not drink for 2 or 3 weeks, no problem. If you can't go 2 or 3 weeks without drinking, you got a problem. And I don't want to get into arguing with people, and I have no trouble with people that can drink in moderation. But alcohol tends to catch up with people, and it tends to get very addicting. You really have to be careful. So anyway, that's just what I want to say, and I'm coming from a place of helping people. Take care, everybody. Remember, the universe is unfolding in time, not unraveling. Keep the positive faith. Focus on positive thoughts. Don't feed the negative dream. Feed the positive dream. And you're not a victim. You're a conscious co-creator. Ciao.